Hershey Ball Club here in the second game of the PIAA first round action here for District 3, and we'll have the national anthem. We'll be right back with the action in just a moment. Okay, we're about set to go now. The Spartans get ready to break their huddle. The UDA team coming off a victory last time out when they defeated Eastern York, the number 2 seed in the District 3 AA playoff. They took care of Eastern York just the other night over there at Central Dauphin High School, and now we're at Lower Dauphin. So let's see if we can continue here now as the teams take the court. It'll be the standard 5 out there for UD, including Jim Buffington, who had a great game last time out, and Josh Smith, who will be jumping off at center, along with, well, let's see. They'll get the game going here. Here's Buffington for 2. It's good. Jim Buffington right off the opening tip gets the first 2 points of the ball game. Trojans lead 2-0. This is Staples, near wing over here. They'll swing it around the side. This is Staples, rather, from outside for 3. It's good. So Staples is a hot 3-point shooter for the Spartans of Milton Hershey, and he has given Hershey the lead now 3-2. This is Lentz bouncing it over here for Buffington. Jim will pick up the ball, push it inside. It's tipped away and gathered in here by Staples. Staples coming back for Milton Hershey, looking to dump it off on the baseline, and a push foul underneath called as number 4 went up to get the shot. We do have the names of these guys, and we'll try to pick them up as we go along. Number 4 is Cunfer. He's one of their second hottest ball players on the team. So Staples and Cunfer, 2 biggies. Out in front it goes here for De Jesus. Blocked away nicely by Smith, right into the hands of Robertson. Josh Smith played an excellent ball game the other night. One of the best he's played in a month over there against those Eastern York Ball Club. Here comes Smith driving it down to paint. Puts a shot up and in, good. Josh Smith gets his first shot of the night to go in, and it's a 4-3 ball game. And then see inside they'll go and hold everything. There's a foul called underneath. Foul is on Jim Buffington, his second of the ball game. So Jim picks up 2 quick personals. Shot up there, put up there by Cunfer, no good. Return shot put up, no good. Rebound tipped around, controlled in there by number 44 De Jesus. And it's a 5-3 ball game as the Spartans go up by 1. It's probably going to be one of those kind of games all night long. Here's a pass near wing over here for Buffington for 3. Just off the mark it goes, and the rebound comes down there to Jesus. He'll drop it back here for Montgomery. Montgomery up court. Shot from outside for 3. No good. Rebounded in there to Buffington. And Jim hands it back here to Lentz. Here's Lentz picking up the dribble, and he's got the pass over here now for a dump inside. There's a nice pass underneath, but out of bounds it goes. Montgomery ran it out of there for Hershey. Pass intended for Lentz, I guess it was. Smith pushing it back over here for Robertson. Mike will dribble it on the baseline, has a chance, puts it on, shot up, no good, over everything, and out of bounds it goes on the far side. They're going to rule it one off UD and give it to Hershey. 5-4, 6 minutes, 7 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter. This is Montgomery hopping inside, pass in there for number 44 De Jesus. Put up, but it is no good, but he is fouled, and he'll go to the line, shooting 2. Foul was on number 52, and that's Smith. He picks up his first, team's third. Jason De Jesus, 44, shooting a pair, and missed his first one. There was a wounded duck up there, hit off the front of the rim. Second try by De Jesus is no good, so he missed a pair, and the rebound comes down here to Hunter, who will drop it back here now for Lentz. Over the wing for Robertson. Michael circle out in front with it. Shot from outside for 3. It's off the glass and in, good. Mike Robertson bangs his first tray, and that's a good omen for UD. It's 7-5, Upper Dauphin by 2. Here's a ball stolen away in air, and coming back with it now is Lentz. Quick pass ahead here for Robertson. Mike for 2. It's good. Mike Robertson on the give and go after the steal up at the other end of the court. Montgomery near wing over here they'll go. Here's Montgomery with it again. Bounces it over the side. Shot for 3. It's good. And that's that Staples. And one of the staples of his game is a 3-pointer, and he has a 3. Trojans are the home team tonight in the scoreboard. When they get a chance to show you the scoreboard, we lead by 1. Ball tipped around inside, gathered in here by Buffington for 3. It's good. Jim Buffington for 3. The long-range cannons are out tonight. It's 12-8, UD by 4. 32 out there is Dunphy. This is Montgomery with it. Back here for Dunphy. And Montgomery back over here for Dunphy. His shot, no good. Rebound tipped around in there. Smith controls for UDA. Back here for Lentz. Here comes Lentz down the court. Near wing over here for Buffington. Jim will take it inside. Spin it over here for Smith. Smith right underneath there. He goes with it. Robertson tries to dump it underneath. The ball came loose on the floor. It goes. Going to be picked up here, and they hand it away as Montgomery up court with it. Looking for two off the glass. No good. Rebound in there to Hunter, and Hunter will slow things down now as UD brings it back up court with Lentz pushing it out here for Robertson. We'll try to stay back and give you as much inside action as I can, but Mike Robertson, had it stolen away from him, and back with it comes Dunphy. Dunphy looking for two. It's good. It's 10-12 or 12-10. UD by 2, and timeout's going to be called by I'm not sure. Hershey, I guess. I'll find out here in a second. 3:48 left here in the first. Trojans by 2, 12-10. The 22nd timeout was called by Upper Dauphin, and they have the basketball now as Lentz gets ready to inbound it here for UDA. Inbounding it here for Robertson, and then back here for Lentz. Ryan out in front, working the ball on the near wing over here. Mike Robertson from outside for 3. It's good. No, for 2. For 2, it's good. Stepped in a little bit. 14-10. UD by 4. Shot from outside by that Staples. Off the beam it goes, and back with it comes Mike Robertson. Quick pass ahead here now for Buffington. Buffington will try to dump it outside here, but it's going to be knocked out of there. Staples got back in a hurry and got a hand on that one. So UD will get to inbound the ball, however, as Lentz will get set to inbound at 3:21 left here in the opening period. Trojans by 4. Back it comes here for Buffington. He'll pick it up. Back inside, but it's stolen away. They'll loop it out in front, and it's going to be Staples going up with it. And then it's stolen away nicely in there by Ryan Lentz on a great steal. Ryan underneath, he goes with it for Robertson. Robertson dumps it back out in front. Lentz goes after it, and a foul will be called. The foul's going to be on Staples with a push. He'll pick up his first as he was battling with Ryan Lentz out there. And Staples picks up the first personal foul of the ball game, so obviously his first personal. And Jim Buffington getting ready to inbound the ball. Shadle getting ready to come in. Here comes Brent Shadle into the ball game for UDA. He'll replace Ryan Lentz. And number 21, Ferrer in there for, here's a nice pass and a shot, no good. Rebound comes down to DeJesus. Nice play, but Mike Robertson couldn't get that one to go down. Hey, DeJesus into the side over here that comes. This is Dunphy. He'll spin it over in the other wing now. This is Dunphy with it. From outside for 2, no good. Rebound comes down inside to Smith. He'll push it back there for Robertson. And Mike will give it here to Brett Shadle, and Brett coming up with it for UD. Brett, into the wing it goes over here for Hunter. This is that, we have 2 bald-headed guys on the team, and that's Nick Huffman. Here's Mike Robertson looking for 2. It wouldn't go, but he's fouled. And Mike will go to the line, shooting 2. Come on, Mike. Foul was on number 21, Ferrer, his first, as Mike Robertson goes to the line to put his first one up. And wouldn't go. Mike will get a chance to put another one in. Montgomery and Cunfer back into the ball game for Milton Hershey. And here comes Mike Robertson for his second shot. It is good. Mike makes it a 15-10 ball game, 5-point margin for UD. Back comes Montgomery with it. Montgomery lost the handle on it, picked up in there by UD. Back comes Mike Robertson. Robertson will pick it up and spin it over here for Shadle. Here's a shot from outside by Nick Huffman. Wouldn't go. Rebound in there to Smith. Smith, turnaround shot. No good. And on the rebound, DeJesus picks it off for Milton Hershey. Up court with it is Ferrer. Over the wing he goes. Staples will drop it back to Montgomery. Here's Ferrer with it. Into the corner. He'll spin it for that Cunfer. Inside a shot for 2. Put up in there by DeJesus. 4-2. It's 15-12 with 1:43 left here in the opening period. This is playoff basketball at its finest, and a reach-in foul will be called on number 21 for air. Drew Hunter back into the ball game for UD to replace Nick Huffman. And we have number 12, who I don't have on my lineup, so I don't know who that is. Anyway, here's that is for Milton Hershey. 4 with a push right here. So now the officials are starting to call some fouls, as number 4, Confer, will pick up the personal foul. It'll be his first. Nick Huffman getting ready to come back in there now. He was just out while Coach Hain gave him some kind of instruction, so he'll go in there and he'll bring out Jim Buffington, who has played a super first quarter. With a minute and a half left in the first quarter, UD will inbound the ball. Shadle getting ready to inbound and push it right underneath for Smith for 2. A great inbounds play to Josh Smith, and Josh, by gosh, didn't miss that one. Inside, they'll go right underneath the basket. One pump, a shot, no good. Ball comes back outside, and we're going to have a foul called. The foul's going to be on Milton Hershey, and it'll be on number 20-something. We'll see who it's on. Foul was on 4, and that's his first. No, it wasn't. It was on 12, and that was his first. And the guy 12, I don't have his number. There's an inbound pass kept up here by Huffman. Here's Smith. Inside they go here for Drew Hunter. Drew pushing it over the wing here for Shadle. Inside it goes to Hunter. Hunter with a dribble, and then a foul. Foul on Milton Hershey. It looks like it'll be maybe on 12 or 44. It is on 44. That's DeJesus. And DeJesus picks up the personal foul with 1:06 left here in the first quarter. And the Trojans up by 5. And that's going to send Drew Hunter to the foul line for UDA, and he will be shooting 2. For DeJesus, or rather for Confair, it'll be his second personal foul. Confair checks out of the ball game. Now number 50, Oliver, in there for Milton Hershey. It's 18-12, 6-point margin now as Hunter gets ready to put his second shot up and in. Here we go. Let's see if Drew can get this one to go. Nope, not that time. Rebound comes right back here to Milton Hershey, and back with it comes that Staples guy. Staples will take it inside. Blocked away nicely in there. Quick outlet pass over here for Mike Robertson. Mike for 2 off the glass and in. Good. Mike Robertson on a great pass after the steal by Smith. Near side over here for Staples. Staples will take it down on the wing. Shoots a shot up. No good. Rebound, let's see. Controlled over there by Milton Hershey. Knocked out of there by Josh Smith. Great defensive play by Josh Smith. Knocking it out of there. It's 20-12 with 43 seconds left here in the opening period. And Staples getting ready to inbound the ball for Milton Hershey. And the ball tapped out of there by Smith. 42.8 seconds left in the first. UDA by 8. Largest margin of the ball game, obviously. And Staples gets ready to inbound the ball on the wing this time. This is Montgomery. Montgomery out in front for Staples. Staples pass over here for Dunphy, and then back over there for Staples, and then Montgomery. Got it? Montgomery back over here for Dunphy. Dunphy for Montgomery. Over the wing they go. Inside they're looking for DeJesus. DeJesus has to back it off. Here comes Dunphy with a shot. Blocked away nicely inside. Dunphy has a rebound. Blocked away again and out of bounds it goes. Great defensive play underneath the basket for UDA. 17.7 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. And it'll be Montgomery inbounding the ball for Milton Hershey. Back it comes now for that Dunphy, and Dunphy is fouled, they say. They're going to call a hold foul, I think, on Brett Shadle. Yep, and he's going to check out now as Lentz pops off the bench and gets ready to come in again, and so does Jim Buffington. Buffington will come in for Huffman, and it will be Montgomery inbounding the ball here with just 16 seconds left here in the opening period. This is Dunphy for Milton Hershey. Montgomery has it now out here for Staples. They'll play the clock down to 7 seconds. Here comes a shot by Staples. It is no good. And on the rebound, it's going to go out of bounds with just 1.4 seconds. It'll be UD ball. For the Trojans, with that 12-point margin, we got a 1.4 seconds. Here's Mike Robertson from way outside. It's off the glass, no good. What a great first quarter, and the Trojan fans love it here now as the Trojans take an 8-point lead into the second period. It's 20-12 UDA. Excellent basketball being played by these guys right at this moment. Keep it up, boys. Second period ready to get underway now as Milton Hershey will have the advantage of inbounding the basketball, trailing the UDA by 8. And Staples out in front. Staples taking it around the left side, putting a shot up, no good. Rebounded over there, however, by Montgomery, was it? No, it was number 50, Oliver. And his shot blocked out of there again by UDA. Doing some good inside defensive work in there are those Trojans right now, that's for sure. Here's a pass outside, a long 23-footer, no good. Rebound comes over here, and Jim Buffington will take it off. Right down here, Mike Robertson's all alone for 2. It's good. Mike Robertson off the long pass out there by Jim Buffington for 2. It's 22-12 Trojans by 10. Staples glides to a halt. Over here for Dunphy. Dunphy, cross the court, he goes with it. Inside, they'll take it. Shot blocked away, right into the hands of Robertson. Over here for shot and a foul. Foul will be on Staples, and to the line goes Lentz shooting 2. Come on, Ryan. Jamar Staples will pick up his second personal foul. Lentz to the line shooting 2. Come on, Ryan. First one, excellent shot, good guy. Way to go. 23-12, UDA by 11. And it's going to be Kunfer checking back into the ball game. He'll replace Oliver for Milton Hershey. As Lentz to the line to shoot up his second one. And here's Ryan's second try. It is no good. Rebound comes down to Smith. Smith for 2. It's good. Rebound right back there to Josh by Gosh Smith, and the Trojans pulling away at the moment. 25-12. It's a 13-point margin for UDA. Over the wing it goes. They try to go underneath with it. This is Kunfer for 2. It's good. Good crowd here from Milton Hershey. We're playing in the shadow of their home school. Talk about travel advantage. I think it would have to go here to Milton Hershey. Shot by UD wouldn't go that time. That was Buffington. Jim couldn't get his shot to go. And back comes Milton Hershey quickly. Montgomery over in the wing. They'll spread it. Back out front here now for a shot by DeJesus for 3. No good. Return shot, however, put up and in by Kunfer, I believe it was, number 4. 25-16, Trojan margin back to 9. As Lentz plays it out in front. Montgomery on him. Here's Robertson with it. Staples guarding Robertson out here. And Robertson will drop it on the near wing. Shot from the side, no good. And on the rebound, we've got a foul call. Foul's going to be on Jim Buffington. And Jim might have picked up his 3rd here in the opening half, and that does not bode well, as immediately jumping off the bench comes Nick Huffman. And Jim Buffington, with his 3rd personal foul, will check out of the ball game now with 6:14 remaining here in the opening period. Oliver reporting back in here for Kunfer for Milton Hershey. Trojans have that 9-point lead now, but going to have to play it easy here a little bit. We'll afford to have anyone else go out of there with fouls. And pass over here now for Montgomery. This is Staples. Staples takes it inside. 18-foot try off the rim, no good. But the rebound comes right back out here. And the Trojans all of a sudden are not getting the good rebounding. Staples for 3, no good. And on the rebound, we got a push foul called on number 44. That's going to be on DeJesus. And I believe that'll be his second. Pushing off on the rebound. And for UD, that's going to send Smith to the foul line. And he'll be shooting a 1-and-1. For DeJesus, it was his first, the team's 8th. Trojans have committed 5 here in the first half. And Smith, pretty good foul shooter, puts his first one up and in good. Puts the margin back to double digits now. Did Josh? It's 26-16. And Smith can make an 11-point differential here if he puts this one in, which he did. 2 nice foul shots by that Josh by Gosh Smith. 27-16, UD, 5:50 left here in the first half. They'll swing it over here now for DeJesus. Inside it goes here for Oliver, and Oliver is fouled. before the shot. Foul was on UDA's 53, Drew Hunter. It's his first. Team 6th. They'll inbound the ball inside here, and then it goes right in underneath for DeJesus for 2. No good. On the rebound, we've got a foul called, and the foul will be on UD, and I think they're going to call Mike Robertson for going over the top on this one. Yeah, it is. Mike gets the personal call, and for Mike, it'll be, I think, his first. And that puts the Milton Hershey boys in a 1-on-1 situation as Staple out of the ball game, number 12 back in there for Milton Hershey. Yeah, it was Mike Robertson's first shot and only shot, no good. Rebound comes right back down here though to Milton Hershey, and then a walk called as Oliver got tied up underneath there by a couple of UDA boys, and he was caused to go for a walk. 5:41 left here in the first half. 27-16 UD. George Hunter will check, or Drew Hunter checks out of the ball game, and George Hunter back in there for UD, or in there maybe for the first time, I'm not sure. I get him and Nick Huffman with those bald heads mixed up when you're looking at a little 1-inch black and white camera. This is Huffman out in front here for Robertson, and a foul. No, a walk called, as Mike had that one roll up his sleeve a little bit. And so UD will turn it over. Number 12 will inbound the ball, and as I said, he's the only guy in his squad I do not have a number for. Montgomery spins it over there for that Dunphy, and then over the wing it goes. Inside they'll go. DeJesus with a jump shot, no good. And on the rebound, let's see, control in there and blocked away again, picked up in there by UD. Quick outlet pass up here for Lentz. Lentz stopping and popping off the glass, good for 2. Ryan Lentz for 2. It's 29-16 UD by 13. They're going to try to penetrate. Bring it over to Montgomery. Inside DeJesus, passes one in for Oliver, no good. Rebounded nicely inside there by Mike Robertson. Back with it comes UDA. Here is Lentz with it out in front. Ryan dropping it back here now for Robertson. Robertson will give it back to Ryan Lentz. This is Nick Huffman. Nick out in front for Mike Robertson. Mike will take it to the top of the circle. Stop, wanted to put a shot up, couldn't do it. Ball nearly stolen away, and he's going to be able to pick it up as it was blocked out of there. And then out of bounds it goes again. It's going to be off the Spartans. So UD will inbound the ball. 4:23 left here in the first half. 29-16 is the score. And UD inbounding the ball. Lentz with Montgomery on him. Over to the side. Shot from over there by Mike Robertson. It's good for 3. Mikey Robertson for 3. 32-16. The Trojans have doubled up the Milton Hershey. And by the way, Milton Hershey came into this ball game favored by 3. We don't care about that. Upperdorfen apparently doesn't read the paper. Shot from outside. No good. Air ball. And out of bounds it goes. It'll be UD ball. And so the Trojans will inbound the basketball. Smith getting ready to inbound the basketball. Lentz coming off the court, and he is calling time. The timeout called by Milton Hershey. 3:57 remaining here in the first half. 32-16 UDA. Timeout is over. Smith will inbound the ball. I think that was a Milton Hershey 22nd timeout. I'm almost certain it was. This is Shadle into the game here. Across the court it'll go for Robertson. Robertson picking up the dribble out in front. Pushing it back over here for Shadle. Shadle pushing it back over there for Mike Robertson. Robertson taking it inside. Dumping a nice pass on the baseline, but they're going to call a walk first as Josh Smith went for a walk with that one. And I think there's no contention on that call. Josh was really heading down the left baseline that time and just caught the ball and took an extra step. This is Dunphy. Into the corner he goes with it for a pass out now for Montgomery. And Dunphy inside they go with it. And there's a walk too. No doubt about it. A walk on DeJesus. DeJesus doesn't understand that, but it is a walk. And we've got 3:22 left here in the first half. 3:15 remaining. Shadle bringing it up court. Near wing over here for for a shot in there by Smith. Wouldn't go. And on the rebound, let's see. We've got a foul called underneath. Foul would be, I think, probably on George Hunter. Yeah, George Hunter picks up the personal foul. It'll be George's first. Team's 8th, and that makes it a 1-and-1 situation, of course, and that's going to send DeJesus to the line shooting a 1-and-1 for Milton Hershey. Boy, the Trojans have just played a fantastic game thus far as DeJesus makes his first one. Makes it a 32-17 ball game. And DeJesus will get a chance to shoot one more. And it wouldn't go. Rebound tapped out here, though, but controlled by Dunphy. Outside for 3, short. Rebounded in there to Dunphy. Back outside they come with it as they spin it inside. Blocked away nicely in there by Smith. But Spartans still controlling, and outside for 3 is Staples. So the Trojans not getting the bounce off the rebounds now, and with 2:51 left here, the Spartans have the game, the score down to 12, an even dozen for UD, 32-20. And they're going to put some forecourt pressure on now as they go man-to-man, and the ball stolen away on the inbound pass. They're going to call it a jump, but it's going to remain UD ball. So the Trojans have got to really watch themselves now. Timeout called by Coach Hayne. He wants to tell these guys, hey, this game is not over by a long shot, and they need to concentrate now and start to get some plays running, whatever. 2:50 left here in the first half. 32-20, UDA by 12. Okay, Smith will inbound the ball for the Trojans now as, again, Milton Hershey with full court pressure on UD. They'll drop it here for Robertson. And Mike will wind it down the wing. Pushing it ahead here for Smith. Right underneath it goes for Hunter. Hunter for 2 on the reverse layup. Good. George Hunter driving it underneath for 2. 34-20, 14-point lead Montgomery. Out in front here now for that Staples. And then Montgomery and Staples play with it. Montgomery's got it. Staples with it again. Staples has a pass over there in the wing. They'll come back this way. Here's Montgomery from outside for 2. No good. On the rebound, let's see, controlled there to Smith. And back with it comes UDA. Up the court comes Shadle. Here's Brett. Dumping it out here for Mike Robertson. The ball tapped back court. And Mike will still control it over here now for Nick Huffman. Nick Huffman spinning with it. Inside he goes to Smith. Smith had lost the handle on it underneath, but it goes out of bounds off Staples. Underneath, and so it'll remain UD ball. As Lentz gets ready to come back into the ball game, he'll be replacing Brett Shadle for UDA. Ryan Lentz back in there. Lentz will inbound the ball for Upper Dauphin. 1:58 left here in the first half. Over the wing it goes. Shot from over there by Robertson, a little bit short. Rebound, let's see, out of bounds. No, didn't go out of bounds, and back with it comes Staples. Staples rushing inside, putting a shot up, and a charge foul called on Staples. Staples with a head of steam gets the charge call as he came bursting in there, and he picks up the charge. Well, with 1:48 left here in the first quarter, Staples gets the charge call, and since it's an offensive foul down underneath the basket, UDA will not be shooting, I guess, because they're not shooting. I don't know why they're not shooting. Well, let's see. UD will get a chance to inbound the ball because it's on the other end of the court. Staples picks up personal foul number 3. So both he and Jim Buffington for UDA have 3 personals. Here's Smith with it. Back outside here for Nick Huffman. Nick trying to get loose and gives it over here now, and a foul called. Foul will be on number 12, and that's going to send Shadle to the foul line, shooting a pair as it's the 10th foul. So Brett Shadle will be at the foul line for UDA. He will be shooting 2 with 1.5 minutes left here in the first half. Trojans up by 14. Brett can make it a 16-point lead. He makes a couple of these. First try, good. Excellent foul shot by that Brett Shadle. And he will be trying to make it 15. Here's now 34-20. Brett's second shot is good. 2 fine foul shots by Brett Shadle, and then Brett will check back out of the ball game now. As coming in there to replace him is Mike Robertson with 1.5 minutes left here in a 15-point ball game. 35-30. DeJesus for Montgomery, and then back for DeJesus and Montgomery. Montgomery pushes it over the wing. Shot from the side over there is good for 2. That's at 32 Dunphy. 36-22. Clock down 1:12 left here in the half as Ryan Lentz brings it up court for UDA. Ryan will drop it back here for Robertson. Robertson dumps it on the baseline. Here's Hunter, and they say he walked on the end line. George got a leg out there a little bit too far that time, and the Trojans turn it over with 1:04 left in the first half. And back comes Milton Hershey. Crowd wanted to walk, no call. Montgomery over the wing. Shot from over there by that Dunphy. No good. Rebound comes down here to Nick Huffman. Back up court comes Mike Robertson with it, with 46 seconds left here, and the clock moving down now 44 and so forth left in the first half. Here comes Lentz with it. Ryan, bounce pass over here. They'll spin it back out now as the Trojans content perhaps to play for the final bucket. No, here's Smith for two. Wouldn't go. Smith with the second try. Wouldn't go. Third try, put up and in. Good. Nick Huffman for two. 38-22. Montgomery spins it back over here now for Dunphy. Dunphy, cross court it goes. Tipped away in there nicely by Smith. Smith has got it. Smith, bounce pass underneath, knocked out of there off the hands of Dunphy. It'll be UDA ball. Dunphy knocked it out of there. And Ryan Lentz will inbound the ball with 14 seconds left here in the first half. Right underneath it goes for two. It's good. Ryan Lentz to Josh Smith. And back with it comes Milton Hershey. Here's Dunphy with it. Dunphy plays it around. Looks like he wants to go inside with it. 30 with a shot. No good as the buzzer goes to end a great first half for UDA. You got to play two halves, but boy, the first half couldn't get any better. It's 40-22. The Trojans by 18 at the end of one half of our ball game. Whoa. Way to go, boy. Well, as you can see, the teams are back on the court, and to open up the second half of play here now, it'll be Milton Hershey with the advantage of inbounding the basketball as we get set to go here now, and they'll send out there that number 30 this time will be Castor. Number 30, Castor. A couple of, well, one new face anyway, as Staples brings it up court. Castor's number 30. Staples dropping it back here to Jesus from outside for three, no good, but he's fouled. And a foul will be on Mike Robertson, or no, it isn't. It's going to be on Smith. And Josh's foul will send DeJesus to the line shooting three. Well, Jason DeJesus of Milton Hershey just stood here and missed two of his first three tries. So far that foul on Josh Smith, which was his second of the ball game, has not hurt the Trojans at all. As a matter of fact, he gets 1 out of 3, and so it's now 40-23. Here's Lentz starting up court with it. Lentz down the wing, stolen away in there by Jason DeJesus, and back with it comes Milton Hershey. So we can't give Milton Hershey any reason to think that they're getting back in this, as DeJesus has it, starts it inside, and then out of bounds it goes. They're going to say it went off UD. Jim Buffington in the ball game here in the third period. Jim has 3 fouls on him, as does Staples, number 00 for Milton Hershey. Everyone else 2 or less. DeJesus over the wing. Back here, Staples has it out in front. Montgomery on the near side. Inside they go to it now to Confair, who passes it off inside for 30. And that shot is missed. And back with it comes Lentz. And Lentz having a little trouble with it out there. They'll swing it over the wing. For 3 from Buffington. It's good. Jimbo Buffington for 3. 43-23. Montgomery loops it over here. Staples has it. Over the side it goes. This is DeJesus. Out in front for Montgomery. Back here for Staples. Staples goes in on the baseline. Now inside again. Same play. They'll dump this one off. And wait a second. Before the shot, we got a foul called on Jim Buffington. It'll be his 4th. Jim cannot believe this. And Jim's going to have to leave. And he gets out of here with 6:52 left here in the third period. Jim picking up personal foul number 4 in the ball game. So unfortunately for Jim and the Trojans, he is going to have to sit out a little bit now. Staples walked with it. Atta boy. Staples with a walk. Took off too quickly and leaned in and walked with it. So Smith will inbound the ball here for Robertson. Pushing it over there for that Lentz. Here comes Ryan. Up court with it. Ryan working it around out front. Over in the wing it goes. The ball tipped loose, picked up in here, and they're going to fire it over there. There's a shot laid up for 2. It's no good, but a foul called. A lot of reaching in there as they made the steal from Lentz, and Lentz is going to call timeout as the Trojans will call time. The foul was on number 15, Ryan Lentz, his first. It'll be a 20-second timeout with 6:34 left here in the third quarter. Jamar Staples at the foul line for Milton Hershey. He will be shooting a pair. Trojans have a 20-point margin, and Jamar makes it a 19-point margin now. 43-24. What the Trojans do not want to do is let these guys even sneak back reasonably close. We want to keep a good margin on them. Second try, no good. Rebound tipped around in air, controlled by Smith, who went up very high to get that one. And back with it comes UD. This is Lentz. Ryan working it out in front, and he will still pick it, tries to take it inside, and a foul is going to be called on Montgomery. It'll be non-shooting. And Montgomery picks up the reach-in foul. We wondered where those fouls were the last time, but nevertheless, it'll be a reach-in foul call. And UD will inbound the ball. No shooting. 32 Dunphy into the ball game to replace number 30 Castor for Milton Hershey. Pass in here for Drew Hunter. Drew will pick up the dribble, spins it there on the baseline for Huffman. Nick Huffman looking for Robertson. Robertson goes to take it inside, has the ball stolen, get it right back. Shot popped up, no good, and rebound comes down there, number 4. And back comes Staples. Staples across the court, tipped loose over there. Wait, let's see, what do we have here? Out of bounds. Nick Huffman had the ball momentarily, but lost it out of bounds. So it'll be inbounded here by Montgomery for Staples. Staples goes to take it inside, lost the handle, pushes it underneath here for Dunphy. Dunphy will push it back out now for Staples. Near side over here for Dunphy. Dunphy had the pass inside for DeJesus, and Jason DeJesus gets 2. And so it's now a 43-26 ball game. Trojan margin down to 17. Here comes Mike Robertson. Whoa, lost the handle on it. Picked up in there by Dunphy at the last moment anyway, and shot up and in good. So all of a sudden, the Milton Hershey boys starting to roll, and timeout's going to be called by Coach Hain as he sees that 20-point margin melting down here to 15, and Coach says, whoa, hold everything. 5:18 remaining in the third. Following the UD timeout now, Coach Hain puts Brett Shadle back into the ball game along with Lentz. Shadle and Lentz will work the ball up court here now for UDA. This is Brett Shadle with it. Brett gets double teamed and bumped over there, surrounded, gets it inside, throws it away. DeJesus with it, picking that one off, and back here for Staples. Staples, near wing, it goes here for Dunphy. Dunphy will pick up the dribble back out here for Montgomery, and then back over to Staples. And Montgomery plays it on the near wing over here. Now inside they'll go with it to Cunfair. He goes back outside, and a walk will be called on Montgomery as he started up court too quickly. And Mike Robertson checking into the ball game to replace Brett Shadle for UDA. Here comes Lentz for Robertson. Across the court it goes there for Nick Huffman. Nick will push it out here for Lentz. Swinging it back over here for Mike Robertson. Right inside it goes, and Smith will walk with it. So all of a sudden, the Trojans kind of losing it out here a little bit. Just that edge that they had before when everything was going right. Now things are starting to deteriorate just a bit. So we need to see if we can't get a couple buckets. Here goes Staples. Staples bumps a guy over. They push it on the baseline here for Cunfer. Cunfer drives it in. Shot blocked away nicely by Smith. Smith fires one up here for Lentz, and Lentz is going to be called for out of bounds as Josh Smith led Ryan Lentz just by a little bit too much that time, and Ryan couldn't keep that one in bounds. And so with 4:17 left, Jim Buffington playing with 4 personal fouls will report into the ball game. He'll be replacing Nick Huffman, and George Hunter comes back into the ball game to replace brother Drew Hunter for UDA. So the Trojan wheels are turning now as Coach Hain tries to get these guys stabilized again. And this is Montgomery with it. Back here for Staples. Staples from outside for 3. It's good. Hold on to your hats as Staples hits a 3, cuts the margin down to 12. And back comes UD. Near wing over here for Robertson. We got to get Mike to gun up a 3 or something, and let's see what he can do with it. Here's Mike. Stopping and looking for some help inside for Buffington. Buffington off the glass, no good. Rebound comes down here to DeJesus, and he'll swing it back over here now for that Staples. Into the corner it goes. Here's a shot for 3 from outside, no good. Rebounded in here to Lentz. That was Dunphy missing that one. And back comes Ryan Lentz, pushing it over here for Mike Robertson. In for Smith. Smith goes to take it inside, lost the handle on it. The ball rolls out of bounds. And they're going to say that it went off Smith. And so it'll be inbounded by Kunfer. And timeout called by Milton Hershey. So we've got 3:28 left here in a 12-point ball game now, 43-31, and UDA needs to pick up the offense here a little bit and hang on. Eric Kunfer inbounds the basketball following the timeout by Milton Hershey, and he'll inbound it over here to that Staples, of course, and Jamal over in the wing. He goes with it. Back over here for Staples. Near side it comes to Montgomery. Montgomery. Across the court it goes. Jim Buffington taps that one away. Picked up in here by Lentz. Lentz driving it in, looking for 2. He's fouled. The foul will be on Dunphy, number 32, and Ryan Lentz will go to the line for UDA, shooting 2. Come on, Ryan. Super steal out there that time by the Trojans. Jim Buffington tapping it ahead for Lentz, and then Lentz taking it in was fouled. And let's see if Ryan can put a couple of these in. First try, good. Way to go, Ryan. Trojans needed that one, believe me. 44-31. And Ryan can make it a 14-point margin here now if he gets this one in. And he did not that time, but the rebound comes down here to Buffington. Buffington turnaround jumper, good for 2. Jim Buffington with a turnaround jumper for 2, and it's 46-31. A 15-point lead again now. Over the wing it goes here. They'll push it back outside for 3. No good. Rebound, let's see, controlled in here to Smith. Smith will pick it up and drop it back here now for Mike Robertson. Over the wing it goes here for Lentz. Over in the corner, here's Buffington with it. Jim with a jump shot, no good. Rebounded in there to Kunfer, and he'll drop it back over here for Montgomery, who gives it to Staples. Staples in front, over here for Dunphy. Dunphy looks like he wants to take it inside, puts a shot up, no good. Rebound comes down there, however, and Kunfer puts a return shot, no good, up, and we have a foul underneath. Foul underneath is going to be on 32 or who? No, I guess it's going to be on UD. Foul will be on Smith. Foul is on Josh Smith underneath there. And for Josh, it'll be his 3rd. And Drew Hunter will come into the ball game to replace Josh Smith, who has played one heck of a good basketball game again. I didn't see that foul. That looked like a rookie in there, but anyway, inbound pass comes back here, knocked away, and then nearly tackled. No foul call. The Trojans still in control. Lentz has it. Lentz over here for Robertson. Robertson from outside for 3. No good. Rebound comes down inside there. DeJesus swings it back out here for Montgomery. This is Staples with it for Montgomery. Montgomery back for Staples. Staples into the corner, he goes with it. Now DeJesus has it. DeJesus for 2. Good. DeJesus for 2. 46-33. Minute 50 left here in the 3rd period. As Lentz will pick up the dribble out in front. Swings it over there for Buffington. Out in front, Mike Robertson got it. Mike was tempted to throw one up there and didn't. Here's Lentz, 15-foot try, just off the mark. Rebound comes down there to that number 30, and back with it from the Spartans of Milton Hershey. They'll swing it out in front. Over the wing it goes. Now inside. And Montgomery pushes it over here for a shot by DeJesus. No good. And on the rebound, we have a foul call underneath. This foul will be on Kunfer. He'll pick up the personal foul, the team's 3rd. And for Kunfer, it'll be personal foul number, what, we'll see. 109 left here in the ball game, or in the 3rd period, I wish, in the ball game. Anyway, Confer picked up his third personal. And we'll count them down to a minute to play here in the third, right now. There's Robertson. He's double teamed. Look out, Mike. And we've got a hold foul called. Foul will be on number 24. Montgomery. Team's fifth personal, perhaps, or fourth. I don't know. Sometimes these clock guys are so fast I can't look up and see who the heck the foul is on. Anyway, Montgomery picks up his second. Team's fourth, apparently. And here is George Hunter with it. George Hunter picking up the dribble. Gets it over here for Drew Hunter. Drew spins it inside. Knocked out of there off the hands and the fingertips of Confer. It'll stay UD ball with 46 seconds left here in the third. And let's see. We've got Dunphy checking back into the ball game to replace Confer for the Spartans. As Lentz gets ready to inbound the ball. Lentz inbounding, over in the corner it goes. This is Robertson with it. Robertson pushing right underneath here for Buffington. Spins it here for a pass outside for George Hunter for two, wouldn't go. George Hunter with Drew Hunter with a rebound. However, that's blocked away, and then they're going to call a foul on Drew Hunter. Non-shooting. For Drew, it'll be perhaps his second. I'm not sure. I don't think Drew has more than that. We'll find out here in a second. 33 seconds remaining in the third period, and George Hunter picks up his second personal foul. So no problems there, as Milton Hershey will bring the ball back up court with 30 seconds left here in the third period. Montgomery into the wing he goes. De Jesus inside it comes here for 30. Shot good for two. 30 is Castor, and it's 35-46 now. The margin down to 11, so this game could get rather exciting here in the fourth period as Robertson plays it inside. Looking for two, wouldn't go. Rebound tipped out here, controlled to Dunphy. Dunphy coming back with it. Pass underneath, tipped away, but then picked up again by them as the buzzer goes to end the third quarter. So the Trojans at the end of three are clinging to an 11-point margin. Now it's 46-35 UDA with 8 minutes to play in this one. Fourth and what we hope is the final period gets underway here now. UDA with the ball, but it's tipped away and then out of bounds it goes. It's going to be UDA ball. Good call. They looked as though maybe they were going to rule that Montgomery had knocked it back off Lentz, but that wasn't the case, and the referee called it right. And it will be Smith inbounding the ball. Josh back in there for UD. Quick pass up the court here for Robertson on the roll for two. Wouldn't go. Rebound comes down there and Staples has it. The Trojans missed an early opportunity as Staples coming back with it. Pushes it on the baseline and a foul called underneath. Foul will be called on Drew Hunter maybe. We'll see. 52. No, it's on Josh Smith. He'll pick up his fourth maybe. Yeah, it is his fourth with 7:48 left here in the fourth quarter. So Josh Smith and Jim Buffington both playing with 4 personals, and they will inbound the ball. Will Milton Hershey. Right underneath it goes, knocked out of there nicely by Drew Hunter. And that's going to allow Nick Huffman to come into the ball game to replace Josh Smith. Coach wants to keep him available for the final moments of this ball game. Turnaround shot by Confer, good for 2. And the margin down to 9 now as Lentz will play the ball up court for UDA here for Robertson. Mike Robertson with it out at the center court area. He'll drop it back here for Lentz. Lentz looking for 2. It's good! Ryan Lentz for 2, and that's a big one also. 48-37, UD margin back up to 11. We want to keep it at double figures until the end of the game, at least. Inside they go with it. Shot by 30, no good. Rebound, that's at number 30 in there is Castor. He missed the shot. 7 minutes remaining in the ball game. Lentz with it for UD. Right there for a pass underneath, out of bounds it goes. They're going to rule it one off the Spartans. It'll be UD ball. Trying to hit Trojan traveling underneath that time, but couldn't do it. 6:53 remaining. I'll keep you posted with the official clock here. Lentz will inbound the ball. Back here it comes now for Hunter. Drew Hunter passes over there for Mike Robertson. Mikey Robertson takes it in for 2. It's good. Mike Robertson for 2. Way to go, Mikey. And back with it comes Staples, and Staples is fouled. Foul will be on Ryan Lentz before the shot. It'll be it will be a shooting. It'll be a 1-and-1. The home team is UD. We have 50. Milton Hershey has 37, and Ryan Lentz picks up his second, but the team's 7th. So that's going to allow Jamal Staples to go to the foul line, shooting a 1-and-1. And here is his first try, and it is good. It's Jamar Staples, not Jamal. Jamar, Jamar. Second shot by Jamar, good. So he goes 2 for 2. 50-39, inbound pass knocked out of there as DeJesus got that one off the arm. And Nick Huffman will try to inbound it again. They'll loop it down here for Robertson. Bounce pass over there for Lentz for 2. It's good. Well, I don't know what kind of defense that was by the Milton Hershey, but it didn't work, that's for sure. Shot from outside, looking for 3, no good. Rebounded inside here, however, by and a travel called on DeJesus. DeJesus walked with it. It's 52-39, and into the ball game comes Shadle again. He'll replace Ryan Lentz. Ryan, check it out. Ryan has played one heck of a ball game, as have all these Trojan boys tonight. And Huffman will inbound it here, but that's been stolen away. DeJesus picks that off. Back outside it goes now for DeJesus. DeJesus looking for 3, no good. Rebound comes down here. Mike Robertson will control it for UD. Over there for Shadle. Brett Shadle bringing it up court. Here comes Brett. Shadle for Robertson. Mike had it roll off his foot, and that'll be back court. Yep. So the Trojans turn it over as Mike got that one off the foot with 6:03 left here in the ball game. And that's going to give the ball over there to those Milton Hershey Spartans. Montgomery goes into the wing with it. Inside they'll go to DeJesus, but he walked, didn't he? Yes, he did. Oh, yeah. DeJesus with a walk. Here comes Shadle with it for UDA. Brett will slow it down now. Trojans need to play the clock down a little bit. It's early in the quarter, but still. There's a ball tapped loose, picked up in there by DeJesus. They bring it back up here now for Montgomery. And Montgomery will loop it over there. Montgomery has it back again. On the near wing here. Dunphy goes inside with it. He'll push it back outside for 3. Yes. It's 3 from Staples. Jamar Staples gets 3, and the Trojans want to call timeout now with 5:22 left here in the ball game. And it's a 10-point lead now, 52-42. The Trojans by 10 with 5:22 remaining. Josh Smith back into the ball game for UDA along with Jim Buffington, both of them playing now with 4 personals. They're in there with Nick Huffman, Brett Shadle, and Mike Robertson. So this is Smith inbounding the ball. Does so over here for Mike Robertson, and Mike will drop it back now for Shadle. Shadle across the timeline, picking it up over there for Buffington. Buffington pushed, and he's fouled. Montgomery will pick up the foul. It'll be the team's 5th. And UD will inbound the ball with 5:10 left here in the ball game. For Montgomery, it is his 3rd personal. And UD's Jim Buffington will get ready to inbound the ball for Upper Dauphin. He'll loop it over here, but it's stolen away. Here is Staples for 2. Margin down to 8. Bad inbound play that time by UD, and it cost them. 52-44, less than 5 minutes to play in the ball game. And the crowd over here from Milton Hershey really getting into it now. They had been silenced by the Trojans earlier, but they're coming to life now. Pass right over here. Let's see. Here's Mike Robertson with it. Mike faking once, puts a shot up, no good. Rebound shot returned and wouldn't go, and the rebound comes down here to Kunfer. Back with it comes Staples. Staples, or rather Montgomery, to the hoop for 2, and we've got a 6-point ball game. 46-52. And all of a sudden, the crowd is going berserk, and is it any wonder? Milton Hershey has really come back. The Trojans had them by 20. Now lead by 6. Here comes Mike Robertson looking for 2 and a foul underneath. Blocking foul probably called on DeJesus. We'll see if it's number 44. It is. And that's going to send Mike Robertson to the foul line, and Mike will be shooting 2. Mike Robertson at the line shooting 2 as the crowd chants air ball. For what reason, I have no idea. There, stick that in your air ball pipe over there, gang. Anyway, Mike makes 1, 53-46. The foul was on DeJesus, his second, the team's 7th. And here's Mike's second shot, and that's a little short. And the rebound comes down to Smith. Smith pops one up, no good. Rebounded again, and they're going to call a foul. They're going to call a foul on Josh Smith, and on that foul, that's going to be the end of it for Josh. So Smith will check out of the ball game trying to get that rebound there, and they said he went over the top. And that's 5 personals on Josh, who has played one heck of a ball game here this evening for his UDA Trojan gang. 4:15 remaining here in the game. The Trojans lead by 7. And into the ball game comes Lentz. He'll be in there along with Jim Buffington, Brett Shadle, Huffman, and Drew Hunter. So that's going to mean that to the foul line now will go. No, wait, now why will he shoot this time, though? Oh, that's our 8th foul. Okay, I beg your pardon. 8th team foul. I forgot we're the home team. That sends Comfort to the line, shooting a 1-and-1. His first shot, no good. Rebound comes back here, tipped around and controlled over there by Staples. Staples with it. Montgomery out in front. 4 minutes remaining in the ball game. Oh my, looked like a walk, no call. Here's another pass on the baseline. Dunphy for 2, it is no good. Return shot put up by DeJesus, he's fouled. Foul will be on Drew Hunter. And DeJesus will go to the line shooting 2. 3:51 left in this one. Hunter picks up his second personal foul. And Jason DeJesus to the line shooting a pair. Well, DeJesus kindly missed his first one. And Mike Robertson checked back into the ball game to replace Brett Shadle. DeJesus second shot no good, so he missed a pair. The ball comes tipped back out here though and controlled by Dunphy. Near wing over here comes Staples for 3. No good. The rebound comes back to Staples. Staples will drive it in, puts the shot up, good. No over the back call for the Golden Bears of Milton Hershey. No, I'm just calling them that. They're the Spartans, but looked like there might have been an over the back there, but no call. Here's Lentz with it. Lentz picks it up, rolls it inside here for Drew Hunter. Drew goes across the court with it now. Nick Huffman from outside. It's off the glass and in, good for 3. Nick Huffman, that'll quiet him down a little bit. Way to go, Nick. Near wing over here, this is Dunphy. Dunphy back outside here now for Staples. Staples will circle it around out in front. Over the wing it goes for a pass near side over here for Dunphy. Inside they go with it for DeJesus. DeJesus for 2, it's good, he's fouled. DeJesus will go to the line, shooting 1 to get 3. 2:59 remaining in the ball game, 50-56. And DeJesus at the line, shooting 1. George Hunter into the ball game for UDA. Drew Hunter out of there now as DeJesus, who has missed a couple here lately, will go to the line and see if he can miss this one. Nope, made that one. 51-56. It's a 5-point ball game. Lentz coming up court with it for UDA. Clock down to 2:50 remaining in this one. This is Jim Buffington on the wing. Off the glass for 2, wouldn't go. Rebound, let's see, controlled here, and a quick outlet pass here. They feed it over Montgomery. He missed the shot. DeJesus for 2, it's good. DeJesus right out in front, puts it on for 2, and the crowd again going berserk now as the margin down to 3. Heck of a comeback here for Milton Hershey. Here's Lentz, and Lentz is fouled as he rushes in, and so that's going to be the 7th team foul. So Lentz will be at the line shooting a 1-and-1 for UD. Got 2:24 left in a very close ball game now as Dunphy picks up his second personal foul. And Ryan Lentz at the line shooting a 1-and-1. Come on, Ryan. His first try, no good. Rebound comes back this way, and let's see, it's going to be picked up in here by Hunter, I think, and then we got a travel call on UD, and that's going to give the ball over to the Spartans, who can come back and get it to within one, but timeout called by Milton Hershey with 2:20 left in this barn burner now. What the heck's going on? 56-53. Full timeout had been called by Milton Hershey, so that will give them the ball now with 2 minutes, 20 seconds remaining here, and the Trojans have got to really crank it up a couple notches now as they've seen that big lead they had just melt away to nothing. And if they don't watch out, Milton Hershey's going to be on top again here in the late going. Here's Staples with it. Staples from out, no, dumps it inside to Jesus for two. It's good, and we've got a 1-point ball game. Staples cheering on the crowd, and the crowd is with it over there. They are going berserk. 56-55. This is Mike Robertson with it for UD. 1:50 left in the game. Mike Robertson stolen away. It is. Back with it comes Cunfer for Milton Hershey. Dumping it over here for a shot. No good. Return shot. No good. But to the foul line will go to Jesus. He'll be shooting two. .145 left. And Jesus at the line. And he can... Well, wait a minute. Jim Buffington fouled out there. Jim Buffington fouling out of the ball game for UDA with 1:45 remaining. So both he and Smith out of the ball game now. So that really does put the hurts on UD. Both those guys have been playing excellent basketball. And it'll be Drew Hunter in there with a job of controlling these Spartans for the last minute and 45 seconds. Now to Jesus at the line. He'll be shooting two. And if he makes one of these, we're tied. And the fans on the far side will erupt. Here's his first try. It is no good. So he missed that one. And he still has a chance to tie it, though, now, as he will put up his second shot. Exciting basketball. It shouldn't have been this exciting. It was exciting when the Trojans had the big lead, but it's tie now. And back up court with it now come the Trojans with a 56-56 all tie. Lentz back here for Mike Robertson. Over the wing he goes with it for Nick Huffman. Nick taking it inside, looking for two off the glass, no good. But a charge foul called on Nick Huffman. Nick gets the charge call, and that's going to give the Spartans a chance to come back with 1.5 minutes left and regain the lead. They have not led since the early moments of the ball game, or perhaps they never led, I'm not sure. Perhaps, yeah, the first 2 points of the ball game were Spartans, but then it's turned around. It's been all UD for most of it, but wow. For three, no good. Rebound underneath. Let's see. Here's to Jesus for two. It's good, and he's fouled. Wonder if he's excited. Hard to tell. 58-56. And Jesus will be at the line shooting one with 1:14 left in the ball game. Foul was on Drew Hunter, his fourth. The Trojans have been in foul trouble, both Buffington and Smith, for a pretty good while in this ball game. So Trojans do not like the officiating right at the moment. But at any rate, we've got 1:14 left here now, and Trojans trail by two. Jason DeJesus at the line, shooting one to give his team a 3-point lead if he can put this one in, and he did. 59-56. So the Trojans trail by three now with 1:14 remaining. We got to get up here and get something going, and it's anybody's game yet, as the clock counts it down to 1:07, so forth. And a foul called underneath. Foul's going to be on George Hunter. Hunter will pick up the personal foul underneath. I don't know if we have it on television or not, but that's going to send Dunphy to the foul line, shooting a 1-and-1, or shooting two rather. The Trojans are in the double or the bonus, whatever, to give. So they're going to have Dunphy at the line shooting 2. This first one's good. 60-56. Milton Hershey by 4. It's amazing how this game has turned around. Just absolutely amazing. Second try, good. Milton Hershey by 5 with 1:05 left here in the ball game. Back comes Mike Robertson. Mike might want to throw up a 3. Here's a long 3 from outside by Mike. No good. On the rebound, we got 4 leaping in there. No foul called. All right. And it'll be UD inbounding the ball with 57 seconds left in this ball game. They trail by 5. Robertson taking it inside. Underneath the hoop he goes with it. Shot no good. Rebounded in there to Cunfer. And it'll be coming back up court here now as they push it over there for that Dunphy. Here's Montgomery with it. Montgomery pushing it there for Dunphy. Jamar. And on the wing it goes. 26 seconds left in this one. Staples with it. Staples pushing it over in a wing here now as they just play the clock down. Clock down 18 seconds. And a foul out in front. And that foul will send Montgomery to the foul line. Shooting 2. And timeout called by who is it? Oh yeah, Milton Hershey. Anyway, 16.2 left here in this one, 61-55, and Staples will be at the line shooting 2 when we get back. Change that. It's not Staples, it's Montgomery to the line shooting 2. Montgomery for Milton Hershey. His first shot, good. Clayton Montgomery will go to the foul line. And I understand now that the Trojans will move on. There will be one more game, at least for UD. Second shot, no good. And on the rebound, let's see who's going to get it. Going to be on the floor and going to tie it up. And on the tie-up, it's going to stay down here, which doesn't matter very much. 13 seconds remaining in this one. And it will be inbounded here by Montgomery of Milton Hershey. Back they swing it here now. Brandel is into the ball game for UD. Just mentioned that here in the closing moments. And here's a foul called on Smeltz, who is in there for the first time tonight too. And we've got 7 seconds remaining here in this one. 62-56, a rousing comeback to say the least for the Spartans of Milton Hershey to come back from a 20-point deficit and take a 6 or 7 point victory home tonight is rather amazing, as the first shot goes in and makes it a 7-point differential now. 56-63, 63-56. So you got to give these guys a lot of credit. They really did come back. You got to give the officiating a lot of questions too, as they took our 2 big guys out of there, both Smith and Buffington, fouling out of the ball game with several minutes remaining, and things were falling apart at the time, and so they just continued to go downhill for UD. As they have Smeltz coming up, looking for 3. It's no good. And on the rebound, that's going to do it as the buzzer goes to end the ball game. So the Milton Hershey Spartans stay alive with a victory tonight over our UDA Trojans by a final score of 64-56, an 8-point win for the Spartans. But boy, it sure as heck didn't look like it was going to be anything near that for 3/4 of the ball game. But then late in the third and early in the fourth period, matter of fact, for the entire third, I think the Trojans scored 6 points in the third period, and that spelled trouble all the way. And then with the foul trouble that we had ourselves in, we just could not overcome these guys or hold them off, put it that way. So they played a very good ball game, and they win this one by 8. So we'll see you next outing, wherever that might be. We'll find out later and catch you then.